What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. If you're not familiar with the Den is the best conversation on the entire planet. You can search high and low. You'll never find a better show because I'm conceited. And I just think everything I do is the best. That's why. No, absolutely not. The reason why is because of you wonderful people who come join the conversation live each and every night. If you're watching this after it's live, well, shame on you, unless it's Miss Grace. She's the only one that gets a pass. All right, maybe watch it. I'll forgive you. Nah, but I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. I just want to say thank y'all. Some of you people are the most wonderful people on the planet. Some of you people are terrible, but very entertaining. So, that's kind of like a good thing too. But I'm your host, Ed Honcho. This is the Den, discussing everything naturally, discussing everyday news, discussing edible nuggets. I think that, Heidi, look, you're going to have to, you come in the Den, cut your German engineering off, all right? That shit it just don't work here. All right. If it's colored people time versus German, I'm sorry, POC time. POCs. Versus your German engineering, it's just not gonna work. The POC is gonna win every time. People's other clock. Anyway, now we're gonna talk about immigration, right? Immigration. Times with one nation under immigration. You guys think I'm just gonna come in here, shit on the Mexicans and shit on the Haitians and all the other Latin Americans. Well, I am a little bit, but gotta keep 1,000 right. This is a nation of immigrants, right? We are all immigrants to this land. They say Native Americans. I don't even know what that means. I still call them Indians, and I get a lot of flack for it. But like I said, we're gonna talk about that. I got some. Oh, it is Friday, huh? I got some videos for you. I got one or two videos. I ain't gonna dive too far into videos. I showed some videos earlier. Yesterday? I think I showed some videos, or the day before. So I'm gonna show one video that I find particularly entertaining, right? Like very, very entertaining. A family taking L's. So we'll talk about that. But aside from that, man, let's just get in and see what we got joining us. And let's talk about it. Cultured, aka the Don of the Discord. I saw there was a close battle between Miss Grace and Cultured for number one. I think when Cultured hit the refresh, Miss Grace got the best of it. So shout out to lovely Miss Grace. Heidi's here. I understand. See, like by the time you went to go to the BK, I went to Sonic, right? And it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I got back it took way longer than it should have. Way longer than it should have. Like, and I think the guy in front of me only got like it looked like the only thing he had, unless he had like got an order before me. Like I was sitting in the fucking drive through for like 10 minutes. And it looked like the only thing he got was a fucking hot dog. Like that's what it does. I mean, that's what the Sonic they give you the fucking little long wrappers or whatever. It looked like all he got was a fucking hot dog. And then I think they gave him some mayo or something. I'm like, I waited all this time for this shit. Y'all could have had that motherfucking moved to the side. Gave me all my delicious goodies. And I could have been on about my way, right? But instead, I had to wait. I know I ordered more shit than he did. And my shit ain't taking no time. Probably because it took all the time waiting on his ass. Anyway, 17, Protege, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. What was the other one? What was it? The fucking sundials? Those were interesting. Master Race, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Oh, see, Senor Biden. He sent me the invitation. British Knights. What are we talking about? Like BKs? The shoes? Infinity Reform Pimp, what's the motherfucking deal? The Den, reforming pimps all over the country. And they relapse. Go back to pimp slaps. So, I don't know if you guys have seen it. Oh, BK. Oh, I was talking about Burger King earlier. So I'm gonna show you this thing, right? There's a thing. I think Will Fuller's dealing with the closet. Anyway, let's see. Conversation. What am I looking for? Oh, the thing. So what happens is, Del Rio, there's a lot of people cross over. We talked about it briefly towards the end of the music stream last night. Got kind of interesting. And Del Rio, Texas. And I guess down there's a place where people come in, right? And so, oh wow. It looks like the scene from Scarface. Ravenga! And fucking, everybody's all on this little highway thing, right? So, like, the day before yesterday was like 4,000 people out there. Yesterday was like 8,200. It's a lot of motherfuckers, right? We were Burger Kings. Fucking Ted Cruz, get out of there if they think you're one of them. Anyway, yeah, man. So I'm gonna let y'all see it from a fair and balanced perspective. Yeah, so anyway, they had drones, right? The FAA was like, you can't do this anymore. And Fox was like, well, we've been doing this for like 8 months. Why now? I think there's like a super influx. And I'm wondering, where are these people coming from, right? It was like, well, they're flying into Mexico because it's not mainly Hispanic. Like when I would see it, it's mostly black people. Well, mostly black folks. And fucking, I'm like, where are they coming from? They don't like niggas in Mexico like that. It's like one corner of Mexico with some niggas in it. And they don't even like. And apparently something like the Haitians are flying into Mexico. I guess they're walking the rest of the way. It's such a crazy thing to me, right? It's mind-boggling, right? It's just, that's unfortunate. Let me show you. Right? These are a lot of people. And so you might say, oh, it's just a couple of thousand. What's a couple of thousand going to hurt a country of several million? Right? Well, let's talk about it. Let me do this with no sound first. I guess I actually have to open the video, right? This shitty transracial adopted bitch. My parents bought me a house, but the people next door, they have a Confederate flag. I mean, they need to think about it. Like, shut up, bitch. They're like, I was thinking about that video. Some of y'all might have been here for it. Some of y'all might have missed it. Like, she's complaining about transracial adoption, but she benefits from white privilege, right? Like, Colin Kaepernick bitches about white people. But when you're half white, ain't no nigga ever done nothing for you in your life. But two, you benefited from quote unquote white privilege, right? Like white people are privileged because they give these things to their kids and they have these things. And you lived in that. You lived in that whole environment. You thought you were different because somebody said you had a nappy afro or something. But so the whole thing that you bitch about created your entire existence. So just shut the fuck up. Anyway, let's watch this video. Oh, let's make it bigger. I'm gonna make my background. Let's do that. So y'all can see what's going on. Like, tell me this doesn't look like the fucking scene from fucking Scarface. Just like that. It's much cooler this way. Right. Well, this is Ed Honcho here with Fox News. I'm currently flying over Del Rio in a police helicopter. If you see down here, there's thousands and thousands. And like, it honestly looks better today. I guess this was from earlier today. The police took them up there. I guess it looks better today. It looks way better today than it did yesterday. Like yesterday, they must have. I'm wondering how do they process people this fast, right? Do you think these people are getting Rona jabs on their way in? Right? Because we're so concerned about it. I highly doubt it. I doubt they got that many jabs on site. They're just gonna like, you know what I mean? Here they go. It's really crossing the water right here. Look at that. That's crazy, bro. Like I say, look, these are light numbers. Because the shit I seen yesterday, let me see if I find a video from yesterday. But the shit I seen yesterday was significantly way more dense than that, right? But these motherfuckers in Texas, like, I'm not a fan. Like, can't get the Californians out of here. Speaking of Texas, right? Something happened in New York today. I don't know. I guess some niggas, some people from Texas beat. They don't mess with Texas even when you're not in Texas. I guess they beat up like some New York hostess or something because you asked about vaccination. Like, we don't do that down here. Like, I guess, you know, you win in Rome. You know, win in Rome. When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. I guess them motherfuckers forgot what the fuck they was. They fucking beat the lady like 3 of them, and now they caught a case. And then a bunch of fucking piece of shit ass Texans, fake Texans. As a Texan, I like, nah, there's a lot of people making Texas real pussy. And like, we need to get them out. Like, we need to get a lot of people out of Texas. Like, Texas needs to like leave the union. And we need to deport all those pussy people out. Anyway, as a Texan, I apologize, baby. Like, bitch, you don't even know these mothers. Shut the fuck up. And that shit was trending. And I guarantee these are all people who like moved from California to Texas. They lived here for like 30 days. I'm in Texas now. I have a Texan address. As a Texan for a whole 32 days, I apologize for this behavior. This is just not Texas. Like, shut your. And if you're up in Austin, like, the Austin area doesn't count. It's like a little weird woke area, Texas. It's sad that that's the capital, right? But that's funny. That's funny. I didn't even look at that. Shout out to Stronger. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, eat my ice cream and look at. That's why I love Dan, man. Me and Dan, the man, we be thinking alike. Dan's just a little sharper. He's more eloquent with his wording, and he's got the studying and the research and the history behind it. I just be saying shit. I just be on some nigga shit. I just be flying off the cuff. Dan brings the facts to back up his statement. Like, I'm confident in my statements. You're just gonna have to give me a few minutes to find my sources, right? Dan has the sources on file. He has the statements. They're accurately, properly worded. That's why I fucks with Dan, man. But yeah, this is crazy. It's just crazy though, right? I don't know why this fucking shit is skipping like this. What is going on? Why are you doing me like this? I probably didn't know why. Let's do this. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Ted Cruz. And it's not even for political reasons why I'm not a Ted Cruz fan. Right? And the reason why I don't like Ted Cruz is because every time the Rockets had a chance to like win something, fucking Ted Cruz shows up at the game. And then they fucking lose, like in a horrible fashion. So that's why I'm like anti-Ted Cruz. That has nothing to do with his politics. You know, I thought, ain't he like a Canadian or something? I don't know. But I think this was this the video? I don't know. It was the one from yesterday. But I saved it. Yeah. Okay, it says oh wow. 20,000 Haitians are en route to Del Rio, Texas border claim asylum rather they cannot be returned to troubled Haiti. They said that none of them actually lived in Haiti for years and years. They're from Chile and Brazil. Interesting. So let's keep it 1,000, bro. Like, Austin is a cesspool, right? Here we go. Send him there. Yeah, it's probably because he's Canadian. Are you gonna go to join the National Guard? Okay. Salute.
Walk. Shout out to the real one, Mr. Honcho. And who downvoted before the video started. Ho ass nigga. Oh, well. Do you thing. Enjoy your freedom of speech. While it lasts.
Straight up. Shout out to Hannah, man. I appreciate the love, man. Yes, I was gonna be a downvote. It might have been the real Maria G. She's a Canadian immigrant. I've been trying to get her riled up so we call her and talk some shit. But it's just like, man, come on, bro. especially when you got a lot of people from these countries and these things like that. Let's keep it 1,000. When you've lived a certain way and you're used to a certain thing, you're going to carry a certain behavior with you, right? Let's get this out the back. Y'all see what's going on here. And my deal, it's not because they're Haitians. I know it's enough niggas out here. We got enough niggas in Texas as it is. We need to minimize the niggas. We got to minimize the Hispanic. We need more Asians. Okay, I'm only campaigning for Asian immigrants in Texas, right? Because eventually, when we separate from everybody else, we're gonna need somebody to engineer this whole thing, right? Nobody else is gonna want to do it. But do they even, like, when they process this thing, like when you have to go the long way, right, and get in the country by legal means, and you have to, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the process works. You green carded and you be here for so many years. You got to take the test and you go to Ellis Island, or I don't know if they do any of that shit anymore. Now everything's on the fucking internet. But like, what about all those people who work so hard to do that way, right? And then somebody just comes in, hey man, I need some asylum, man. All right, well, get on in there. Thing is, you don't care about none of these people, but you're angry because you think the guy down the street doesn't have the jab. But nobody's questioning if these people are getting tested, if they're getting vaccinated, or any of these things, right? They're just letting them in. That was a long time ago. Yeah, like, yeah, these damn Africans, like, out here marrying American women and shit. That's what I'm saying. Shit. All these African out here and these black women ain't get, boy, you better. I don't know what the going rate is still. Used to be a few thousand. But it's just like, yeah, they just take the easy way. They just get married. I think you gotta be married for like 4 or 5 years or something, some crazy shit. But it's just like, man, come on. I don't get it. And let's be real, right? Let's be real. Oh. No, Maria's cool. I'll just be fucking with Maria. She's all right. But that's what I'm saying. Oh man. It's like it's just crazy. One, I guess I'm mad because it's Texas. Like, if this was happening like in California, I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't give two shits. But the fact that this is happening at the Texas border, I'm just gonna let them in, and where are they gonna head? You think they're gonna stay in some small town? No, no. Big cities where you blend in, where you got your own little communities. Somebody said that they were giving the, I think the Afghan people that they were bringing in like a $20K check. Hey, if you got to hit a lick, I'm not encouraging violence or any of that stuff. But if this is known information, it's pretty bad for some people. But with that, think about that. Think about how quickly, because this was a good point that was brought up last night. You get a check for $20K, right? And what happens when 50 of us get together and come up with an idea? What happens in more? That's shit. It's like 2 houses, right? What happens if they're each getting one, while everybody else is suffering from the effects of Biden's 16-cent cheaper Memorial Day barbecue? I wonder how much. I wonder how much the my Labor Day barbecue. How much did I save? They didn't put out an announcement, did they? Because Memorial Day, they said that you save. Well, if you do it, you save 16 cents, right? Oh, I figured. I agree. I think that, like I say, we just might as well have fun, right? That's what I say. That's the deal about. Just laughing about it because it's gonna wither away. They didn't make an announcement. Did y'all get the message? Did y'all? Did is did y'all get the message of how much we saved on our barbecue this Labor Day? Because I didn't get it. I didn't find out. Maybe because inflation shot up so much between what was it, Memorial Day and Labor Day. You definitely didn't save. So they couldn't even fabricate that shit. But we're here, right? You know, and then what do they say? Well, and that fucking clown. Well, if you don't count, you know, beef, pork, and poultry product. Poultry is all the birds. Poultry, like, do you not? Poultry is all of the birds, like chickens, the turkey, the duck, all that, all the birds. I don't know. I guess I'm assuming birds. That might be like some class. Well, there's technically, if it doesn't have a slanted beak, it's not quite poultry. It's more like a pheasant. All the birds, right? Poultry. So you're basically saying, hey, if you don't count meat, well, food's been rising at the same cost it always. Get the fuck out of here. It's really the meat's fault, right? It's the meat's fault that the prices are so high. If it wasn't for the meat, you know, let's just all become vegan. Get the fuck out. I had some quail the other day. I didn't keep that damn. There was too many bones in it. Fucking little bitty flat ass quail. The food was good though. I mean, it did have meat on it. It was good. But that motherfucker was just like out of there. I saw the funniest fucking thing earlier. It was something like, I think, what did they say? It was like, I forgot what they were saying. They were like some place, Antarctica, or something had like 21 million penguins. And then some country only had like 3 million people. And they were like, if the penguins decided to invade, it means like people would have to fight 3 penguins each year. Some crazy shit. It was super funny. Oh yeah. Like it, but again, nobody cares, right? So here's the thing: if we just kill off the competition, we try to kill off the competition, then it works, right? We won't provide them resources. They didn't vote for me anyway. I gotta get as much as I can for the next reelection. Like it's so blatantly obvious. And the thing about it, it's super crazy how weak and frail people. I'm opening up the line. I'm all over the place tonight. People were mad that a guy won fair and square and he spoke his mind because he loved America. They felt like they got cheated somehow. So they cheated somehow. So take it back. There's my whole premise of belief of the cheat is one thing. One thing, right? I don't have facts. I don't need facts. I got feelings. I got emotions, man. My feelings. I feel it in my gut. No, but the one thing you gotta tell me, I mean, it's just that this guy was the most popular candidate of all time. I refuse to believe it. Oh, I believe it. Definitely. Had that nigger in there. Nigga should have learned in 2016. But it is what it is. All right, that's a bet, D. Kenobi. Business chicken. Take care of yourself out there. But yeah, like the quail was good. It was just not enough. Oh, I need to eat. But like it's a crazy shit. Now everybody's all like nobody can like. Here's the deal. Like when the orange man slid in, it wasn't like people weren't getting wiped out, laid it all over the place, and it wasn't just like this tragic thing happening. It happened like at the end of his tenure, like his little run, right? This guy just is openly like, well, yeah, you're not agreeing with what I'm saying, so I'm not going to provide you any resources. And you got people who, well, you guys voted for the orange guy, y'all deserve to die. Like, what did he do that was so bad? You know what I'm saying? What did he do that was so bad? Or fraud, Heidi. I mean, you can, or you can just fraud, right? But again, right? Like, here's my thing. Well, I guess you get niggas. Niggas don't pay no attention. Hey, is Democrat voting time? Oh shit, yeah. We getting we getting cornbread and green beans this year? Shit, yeah. Oh, you got my vote. Niggas was just so fucking goofy. Nah, it's super crazy because the amount of niggas I've seen say this, like I didn't see that during the Obama era, right? Because Obama niggas just wasn't going, they wouldn't abandon ship. They might not have cared from, they wouldn't go tell nobody though. Like the amount of motherfuckers I've seen say that they regret vote for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. But I have to blame the black women. I have to blame the black women because right after the vote, black women took credit for putting them in. Like they were just, we the ones, we need to give black women. And then the gays got behind the black women. Not like that. But they got, yeah, we got to give black women the props for getting them in. And they all start twerking together. That's what happened. Oh, damn. That's so good. Like, did he think they were like toys, or did he really just have some beef with them, or they might have been talking shit to him, you know, as he was growing up. So yeah, but damn dog, never get us. But like I say, it's just at this point, it is what it is, right? Because, and I've been saying it, the GOP is the death of themselves. Because again, like I said, they try to cater to a specific crowd, and it's like a thin line, though. It's a thin line because if you try to get too diverse, you're gonna offend some of the old guard. You're gonna offend some of the morally conservative, and you're gonna push some people to the brink. But most of those people are older and clocking out, and their votes aren't gonna last. And then with this thing going on, and I'm not wishing this on nobody or anything like that, but they're kind of on that side of it. You got to find a way to fucking appeal to younger, weaker, frail, limp-wristed men and shit. It's a tough situation. But like I say, what they need to do is they gotta get out of the whole suit. I don't know, I won't say the whole suit and tie thing like that. That's a point of place. But they have to show what a real conservative looks like when they're not in a suit and tie. They have to go out and find people like real Americans, you know what I'm saying, and highlight them more. Not who was it, Joe the plumber or whatever. So, and it's just it's like you gotta figure it out. Like they gotta find a way, and they're not. They're still trying to stick to what it was, and they're not really like, you know, they're so fucking off from everybody else. They're in their little ivory towers. Like they don't realize that they're slipping away more and more. Oh, I'm on the Twitter. I'm hip. I'm on the the Gabs or whatever they are. You're Joe the plumber. But that's what I'm saying. It's like you gotta find a way to appeal to more people. Otherwise you're gonna fade away. You're gonna wither and die. I mean, it's gonna be a wrap. There's gonna be no competition. And what they tend to do is like I said, they think that there are. I was I'm pretty sure you can see the other day. It was like, wow, that is crazy. That they believe that there are unwinnable districts. The left don't believe that. They don't believe in unwinnable districts. They going everywhere. They campaign to everybody. They like trying to sell that bullshit to everybody. GOP, Republicans, they're just like, it's too many niggas here. We're gonna give up. They don't try. They don't make an effort. Like, I mean, that's the problem. Like, that's the issue, and it's unfortunate, man. It really is. Yeah, and I agree. The freebies thing is a big deal, but I don't know. They gotta. excuse me, and the way things are going, of course, you know, who set this stuff in motion, people are going to want, need, take more freebies. And the crazy part about the freebies is that these people don't realize that they don't really benefit from it. Like all the free shit you've gotten, those who've gotten the free shit, like how much better off are you now with all the free shit than you were prior to? You got the bullshit for a year, you didn't do shit with it. You got to fucking get a bunch of checks, you bought some shit, some fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Some fucking shit that deteriorates. Um you got nothing to show for it. You got nothing to show for any of the behavior, right? So what did you get? What did you, and then the person you vote for now, when you do got to go back to work, the money you were making, if you were making that much, is worth a lot less. But you got them freebies, right? You got flued out twice. You went to the All-Star game, you know what I'm saying? In your fucking U-Haul. And then there's those people who say, getting back to them, oh, you know, those people deserve a right to have a shot at a free. A good life. I agree. That's cool. I agree. Everybody deserves a chance at a good life. Unfortunately, the way these resources work, it's not sustainable. The whole world can't come to America because then America just becomes the rest of the world. We don't have shit. What I said is a third world country with a Gucci bag. So that's basically what it is. You bring people in, you're taking care of other people before you take care of your own people. I posted a link in the Discord. We're about to have the military's out of there. Like, and it's gonna be crazy because I think you're gonna deter a lot of people from wanting to join the military. Because now what's the name is approved that all surgeries, or basically all transitioning surgeries, will be covered by the military. So motherfucker can go sign up and transition for 4 years and then get out the army and get treated just like any other soldier who actually went, fought, actually did something. I'm healing up. I gotta heal for another. I got another surgery coming up. And motherfuckers just gonna go to the army just to transition. They're gonna pay for all that shit, right? They're gonna pay for all that shit, and then it's I got some Jordans and a VCR, exactly. Well, if I got the VCR, I ain't got no VHSs. Goddamn, and that's what I'm saying. It's just crazy, dog. That's a bet. I'm gonna open up the line here because I'm just Friday night. It's the thing I do in the sauce. I actually didn't do it today. I had a guest on. I had Heidi's favorite YouTuber on with me in the sauce earlier. And there's a thing I do on Fridays. Sauce Sports called Fuck 'em Friday. And it's not about OnlyFans or nothing like that. But it's just where you get to call in and just say, fuck everything that's just been, if you've been having a bad day, a bad week, if your boss is a piece of shit, well, it's working out. Your boss is a piece of shit, you know, your teacher, some kids in there, whoever, whatever it is, your dog shit on your rug or something, like, I don't say fuck the dog, but like whatever you just want to get off, just like a venting thing, right? I haven't done that in a while. I think I need to bring Fuck 'em Fridays to the den. Right? Exactly. You don't serve in the military. You know what I'm saying? You don't join for the college, but shit. But that's the crazy thing, man. It's fuck it. Give me a second. Let me open up the line. Let's chop it up a damn debate. What? You sure that's the dogs? Any immigrants nearby? Hold on. Let me power up. Let me make sure we got it recorded. Oh, okay, here we go. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Guess who's Bizak?
Dan, the motherfucking man with the plan. What's on your mind, Mr. Dan?
Man, bro, I came back from a 5-mile jog, and so I'm tired. But I ain't got class tomorrow, so I'm cool. I just gotta do some paper tomorrow. I'll be fine. What's up, y'all in the chat, man? So Louis was mentioning how can people who are currently going through a transition surgery. I'm gonna be very PC about my discussion right now. At the moment, we'll see what happens later. So there's a term, if I'm correct, it's been a while since I was in the military, called ready to serve, fit for full duty. Fit for full duty. Having any sort of major surgery will not qualify someone being fit for full duty. I mean, hell, you can't be fit for full duty if you get your wisdom teeth removed. They got to put you on a lot of medication and stuff like that. I know I got a 4-man pulled on boot camp for like 3 days. I was on strong medication. It was great. Everyone else was getting chewed out and hell haze, and I was just sitting there laughing. Like, bro, I was drooling on my pillow. It was great. But then they called me back up the minute I was fit for full. Yeah. But getting your breast removed, getting a double mastectomy, or whatever the process is for females to technically transition to males or process males, I imagine that's going to take longer. That's just the physical surgery, which will take weeks, maybe months to fully heal from. And then the psychological aspects of it, that'll take longer. So what I see from this happening is a lot of these military hospitals are about to be full up of people doing transition surgeries. This is going to be, and the fleet's going to take a hit. And not just I'm thinking the Navy, but the Army, Marines. This is why the previous administration banned that. It's not necessarily discriminating against a certain group of people. It's just not allowing people in the military who's going to degrade the performance of the military. It's really just that simple. And Joe, yeah, you're probably right, Joe. They probably do a flip flopping, as John Witherspoon said. They flip flopping shit. And you ever seen Vampire in Brooklyn?
Oh yeah,
flip flopping shit. Yeah. Oh man, John Witherspoon. Rest in peace, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna eat some peanuts real quick. So that alone is just gonna be a fucking issue. Not to mention it's all taxpayer funded. Yes. And then not to mention, I can't imagine the trainings that these people have to do. The soldiers who are just there to serve, whatever the reason is, college, family, kind of a family like motto. Well, we all served in the military. My great granddad, he was an Iwo Jima and shit. You know, I'm sure great granddad's been in this fucking grave, seeing what the fuck's popping up now. But yeah, so I mean, that's just like a part of me's really chuckling because all those old heads in the military who's like, this is my Navy, this is my Army. Good luck, motherfuckers. Y'all got some shit coming y'all way. Y'all been fucking with people for fucking years, man. I'm glad y'all about to, all these old heads about to have some shit popping off. They're gonna have to try to give orders to people who are, currently transitioning, and they're gonna. I'm laughing about that. And then all the other SJW politics shit. I'm laughing about that, but I realize that's degrading to the military readiness, the readiness of armed forces in general, not just the Navy, Army, Air Force, Marine, Space Force, I guess. This is bad. In my humble opinion, this is bad. And well, only the Navy was gay. Yep. Navy, Army sucks, Navy swallows. Yeah, Heidi, what's up? This is bad, man. Yeah, this motherfuckers doing wild shit in Thailand, bro. I never won. Yeah, now it's everyone. Yeah, everyone, come on in. Welcome to the Pride Parade. And then I've seen videos of like naval recruits or cadets for officer school wearing high heels. These are men wearing high heels. Remember that? I showed pictures of that. But meanwhile, you compare the Chinese military ads. That me and Sarah and Ms. Grace talking about it. I think he was there to discuss too. And bro, I was scared, bro. I was scared looking at the Chinese Army ads, bro. Them niggas ain't playing, bro. And I've seen some. They got dudes out with no shirts on in the snow. They're fucking doing PT, all type of wild shit. They ain't got no training timeouts, none of that faggot ass. Excuse me, I try to be PC. None of that lame ass stuff. There you go. I apologize if I offended anyone. Yeah. So that's just that aspect right there. So yeah, the military readiness, it's gonna be fucked. You won't see the results now, but in about 2 years, you will definitely see some results. It's gonna be really bad, man, really bad. But as for the current subject, the immigration crisis in Texas. Jason, I know, man. I know. I just want to get Honcho's channel fucked over on some other shit. I don't know. I'm trying to be careful because I don't know what kind of voice reading techniques they got, all the other shit. Yeah, Quez, I'm a motherfucking fool, man. I admit it, goddamn. Yeah. Motherfucking fool. But as for immigration crisis, I mean, it is what it is, you know? And it's bad. And yeah, and who's this woman, I guess? Probably some SJW type saying, I'm sorry to all the immigrants. Okay, let one of these immigrants not have a driver's license and kill one of your friends in a drunk driving incident. And I want to hear you still, are you going to apologize to them? Because I've heard that happen a lot. A lot of these immigrants come over, they don't have driver's license, don't have insurance, all these accidents get into. I see this happening a lot. California, Texas, happening in Virginia. I think there's a big case like some guy who was here from south of the border, no license, no insurance, drunk driving, killed some white girl. So you know it's going to end up on the news. And yeah, I remember Bill O'Reilly, who I don't like. He was, cursing at Gerardo Rivera, who I don't like either. So I found it amusing. So just this is bad, man. This is really bad.
Yeah, and I mean, I know for a fact, live in Houston, there are plenty of people here. They often do not have, like I say, proper licensing, insurance. The craziest thing, like, have you guys ever I'm sure they have them everywhere, but those magazines that like the car dealerships put out, like you go to a store, take one free. And it's like a booklet, and it'll have like all the local car dealerships, and they'll have what cars they have for sale and stuff like that. And you look, and you'll see it say up at the top, no license, like no insurance, no social security number, drive away today. But it'll be like in Spanish. Like, I'm like, what?
Hell no.
I'm like, how does this work? Like, how is this a thing? You know what I'm saying? And why ain't niggas taking advantage of it? But nah, it's just like, how the fuck? I've seen some of the most illegal of illegals driving some very nice vehicles. And I'm just like, what? What is going on here right now? How does that thing? I remember the first time I saw it, it's been a long time. And it was just like, I grabbed one of them. This is back when I was a major partaker. I just took one to roll up on. And then I just happened to be in my zone. I just got to reading it. I'm like, wait, this motherfucker said no license, no. She's like, what the fuck? How do y'all get in these? Like, how do you even trust somebody to take off with these? Like, they might not ever come back with it. But I guess it is what it is. Put a little GPS on it or something. But I'm like, nah, that's so crazy to me. But
that's insane. And here's my thought process. If these politicians were really about this country, then any dealership doing that should be strictly fined. And let one of these motherfuckers, if this car who ends up in an accident with someone who didn't have any license or insurance kills somebody, that car dealership that sold it to somebody without any license, without any proof of insurance, anything like that, they should be held liable in civil court as well. Sue the shit out of the family of the deceased or injured, should sue the car dealership that allowed that to happen. Straight up.
Yeah, because they have those dram shop laws for, I know, alcohol and shit like that, so you can sue. I know in Texas you can. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I know, like, if somebody gets drunk and kills somebody and say they came from the bar, they can sue the bartender, they can sue the bar, and all that. So,
because you should have took the keys, Uber, and all type of shit. You let the tow company tell you leave your car here. I don't care how cool. I don't know how popping the After Hours Club is. It ain't worth killing somebody over. Get the fuck out of here, man. This shit's ridiculous, bro. But yeah, Kenobi just made a good point. So the people who are entering the border, as many as they can catch anyway, who are in the internment centers or whatever they call them, they're given ivermectin, 2 days for entry. Yeah. So how come they get it? Did they get the horse dewormer version? I mean, they get like a jab in the ass cheek like I did in boot camp. I got like stabbed in like the shoulder, the like little like all type of shit. I got like 2 stabs in the ass cheek. It's hard to sit, The pause, no homo, whatever the fuck niggas saying nowadays. but these people, they got ivermectin. Shit, she could give me ivermectin in the boot camp. I'd have been Gucci. Shit. But see, that's the thing about it. We have to get stabbed and jabbed, but they get the ivermectin, they're good. And the thing about ivermectin is there's already National Institute of Health articles about ivermectin, about HCQ. And why is it that Japan and India and a lot of countries in Africa, they're using ivermectin and all that? Oh, that's a lot of the vaccines you get in boot camp. So I'm not an anti-vaxxer. One of my, I won't say heroes, but one of the people I respect most out of the history of this country, a man named Jonas Salk. He's one of the main people who created the polio vaccine. and he forgoed millions of dollars by, once he proved that it worked and it was fun and all that, he gave it to children for free. And he had an interview on TV about, how come you gave the vaccine for free? You could have been a millionaire. And he said very simply, you can't patent the sun. You know, this is things are going to help a lot of people. Then why would I make money off of that? And he died a humble person. So I mean, people like you don't get people like that anymore. You get people like whoever's running Pfizer right now. You know, those fucking demons. I'm not even religious, but like some of these people are on some demon time.
Yeah, isn't it crazy though? Because then they just say that the FDA just said declined making the boost mandate for the booster, something like that. You know, when they talk jazz, I don't pay too much attention, but there was something like that I think the Pfizer one that they basically said that's a no-go on suggesting the booster for that. And I thought, you know, boosters lasted like more than a couple of days, but I don't know.
They don't even know anymore, man. They don't even know what they're doing right now, man. As long as they can make their money and instill as much fear and dominance over the population, that's the fear. Fear is the greatest motivator in the world. Like, you beat the shit out of a dog, it'll follow you around. But the minute you give that dog a moment, the minute you don't let tie that dog up, and you sleep in that dog come in the house, he's gonna rip the fuck out your neck. You dead. Fear is a great motivator, but always keep that fear instilled in your subjects. That's where we are at this point. I just posted something in the den about London Breed, that retard who runs San Francisco into the ground. She's out there chilling with BLM members. No one has any masks. They're basically just hugged up and shit. Oh yeah, Disney. Oh Disney. But yeah, so I just posted something about London Breed was just hanging on with BLM members. Listen, Tony, no one's got masks on, violating the mandate she put there for the rest of the citizens of her town, just like good old Gavin Newsom.
Yes.
I mean, this is amazing. But rules for thee, not for me.
Correct.
You already know what it is. It's amazing. But then the people who run the cities, who live in these cities, they look, man, at this point, and I'm not going to say this out loud, but I mean, a certain actions need to be taken for these extremely hypocritical people.
Yes. It's
just straight up. Like this shit shouldn't stand in a functional society.
Hi there.
It shouldn't. Yeah, he won't even take the jab. Yeah, Cabby. I mean, shit. I mean, if he won't take it, well, why the fuck's rules for thee, not for me? It's that simple. Man, any sort of government operates on hypocrisy. It is a foundation of sand. But like I said, you instill that fear into people. They're busy slicing each other's throats to see who's giving them the knives. And there's a Turkish proverb that I've been hearing a lot recently. What is it? The trees kept voting for the axe. And they were losing the forest, but they kept voting for the tree. Kept voting for the axe because the handle was made out of wood. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, he must be one of us, you know.
Yeah.
It's depressing.
And trees are some niggas.
I'm leaving black people alone today. I'm focusing on the TS community and the immigration. And I ain't shitting on Haitians, bro. Look, like some of the realest people I've met in the military were Haitians. Some of the hardest working people were Haitian men. I remember two of them in general, both from my first classes, and just like hardest working family men, adherence to structure and rules. And they taught me a lot, and I had no respect for those guys. Like I met one guy at the beginning of my career, one guy right at the end. They're both my supervisors, and like I learned a lot from both those gentlemen. You know, so shout out to Haitian people. But see, them dudes, they busted their ass to get here. Now, if people just come in there, I'm sure they experience a lot of hardships good over here. But I mean, like, but then again, if they just sit you up in a hotel, I mean, why not come over here? Fucking better than where you're at right now. Yeah. All the weather issues, earthquakes, the president's got assassinated. Yeah, come on over, bro. Yeah. And I'll use my tax dollars to let you sit up somewhere nice and shit. Meanwhile, you know, I don't know why people are so dedicated to voting against their own well-being, especially in these Western countries such as America, many parts of Europe. It's buys well. It's buys well. Like the Chinese term for the white left, buys well. I remember you were talking about that, buys well. I said it, and Tucker Carlson said it like a month or two later, like, oh, he copied me, that motherfucker. Buys well, man. White left, they vote for, I won't say meaningless things, but things that are not as important in the long run compared to the safety, security, and well-being of your country and of your citizens. Pillar light in China, yeah, buys well. There you go, Heidi. Pillar Line China, I ain't seen that shit. I'm gonna start reading the chat because I'm getting distracted. But man, bro, I don't know what to say, man. We ain't 1 year in, bro. This ain't even 1 year in, bro.
Oh, that Chantix. Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy, Sean. Yeah, they just got in some trouble. This is Pfizer. The same with making the vaccine. They got your well-being. They got cancer-causing agents in the shit that's supposed to help you stop smoking, so you don't get cancer, right? Crazy. Well, look, at least it ain't lung cancer, okay? You know, you keep smoking, you get lung cancer. You're gonna give you fucking brain cancer. And so, you know.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, bro. It was that Chantix shit, right?
Yeah, Chantix. Yeah, they just got popular. That's crazy stuff, man. Like, this is the world we live in. But yeah, trust them. They got your best interest in it. That's the thing. Is like, I get it. I get it. I understand. And like you said, fear is a powerful motivator. But it's at the same time, it's like, why? Why is it? It just doesn't seem like it should have been as easy as it was. It just seems like, we'll just say a couple of things, have a couple of people dance and point their arm, and we'll just tell you this, and it's like people just bent over. Like, do people just want to be told what to do? I mean, I guess if you get told what to do, you don't have to take responsibility for your actions or something. I don't fucking know. I have no idea.
I'll say one thing though. Look, I never thought I'd say this, man. Especially, I'm not about getting to black people, but I would say shout out to one person in particular, Nicki Minaj. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. I never thought I'd say that about one of these rump shaking heifers, but yeah, man. Hey, bro. See, she ain't the only one that thinks that. She's just speaking it out loud. She said the same thing. And I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
No, I was saying Deacon Obi. Norm McDonald died.
Yeah. He was fighting cancer for a while. Fucking ain't cancer. Yeah, man. So shout out to Norm McDonald. Rest in peace, man. Nicki Minaj, man, bro. The Barbs are in a frenzy. What else they call her friend?
That's so wild. Like, my mind is blown at this. Like I say, every time you think, like, what else could happen? The fact that, like I said, I retweeted and liked a fucking statement from Nicki Minaj. I never thought the day I shit on her motherfucking ass regularly. I know some of y'all into that kind of weird shit. That's not the type of stuff I'm talking about. But like, I have been, since the existence of the den, I don't think I've ever said anything positive about Nicki Minaj in my life. And this week I did.
Yeah.
A couple of times. Oh man.
You know what? Strange bedfellows, politics, strange bedfellows, man. What can you do? You know? And yeah, man. Yeah, George Reed, Don Lemon, who I had a salute on that Don Lemon, bro. Straight up, man. I had a salute on that. I can't stand Don Lemon. He's
she went on Don
Lemon.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, she went on Don Lemon, bro.
No, I didn't hear that. No, I didn't know that.
Nah, faggot ass nigga. What's on that faggot ass nigga? Yeah. Yeah.
Dirty Don, huh? That's fucking.
Yeah. Out here smelling dudes' taints and putting his taint fingers up in dudes' faces at a bar and shit. Nasty bitch.
I have to beat the brakes off. Like, if somebody, and then here's the crazy part about it. Though. Here's the society that we live in. A motherfucker could do that shit to you, be a limp wrist like Don, and you end up beating the shit out of him because that's highly offensive, right? If I'm not with that shit, I'm not in that shit. You do some shit like that. I don't care if it was abroad, but be rubbing a funky coochie, putting his smell this nigga. You fishy bitch. But like it wouldn't matter. Like it's disrespectful either way if I didn't invite that type of action. And if you would beat the brakes off that motherfucker or something to react, like people would look at you like, you know, when you need to control yourself. Like this motherfucker just sexually violated me with all type of foul sense and things. Like, what the fuck? Like, you would be the bad guy. That's the world we live in. You would be the bad guy if something like that happened. That's crazy.
It reminds me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, sir. But it reminds me of that We Spa incident in L.A., where the Korean spa had that transsexual man walk up in there, full penis hanging out. And then here comes this soy boy beta cuck fuck coming in there trying to flex on the black woman who had every right to be angry as shit about some man with a fucking dress on or makeup or whatever, swinging his penis in front of underage woman. Look, old woman of age, and children, little girls.
Yes.
This is absolutely infuriating. And then Antifa's there beating people up and shit. Antifa is full of pedophiles.
Yeah.
I think there's an article I've seen where it showed a lot of pedophiles are in Antifa. A lot. I won't say it's run by them, but at this point, it's not pedophiles. It's fucking meth heads and heroin addicts and shit. But man, that's all the West Coast, man. Y'all have fun with that shit, bro.
West, y'all.
So he's a sex offender.
No, and that's crazy. But speaking of trans people being in primarily female areas, what do you think about that fighter? I think it was they used to be in the army, I believe.
Oh,
and then actually, and it's funny because is a member of Antifa, beat up the bit. And the crazy part about it, right here's the crazy part: he was losing the fight. So it's like, I mean, you probably are a terrible fighter. Like you were losing to the chick was beating his ass at first. Then I think he came back in the second round and ended up winning. And then like afterwards, then he started showing all these things. They showing his like military patches and shit. And then he's gonna show up. Well, here, I think this will go nicely, but it has an Antifa patch. That makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world. I should have known. That's so crazy to me, man.
I'm gonna tell you something to y'all females, man. Look, y'all gotta make a choice, man. Look, bro, this radical left, these the quote unquote progressives, they're Xing y'all out, bro. Straight up, man. Look, J.K. Rowling, a few months ago on Twitter, she agreed with a woman who was fired from her job in the United Kingdom because she stated that men and women are biologically different. This was apparently offensive. This is a scientist who said this, or some sort of professor, and she got fired from her job. Then J.K. Rowling defended her. She didn't say anything that was offensive to trans community. She said that sleep with who you want, love whoever you want, as long as it's consensual and cool. Just understand that there are differences between men and women. And all of a sudden, she's a transphobe, she's a TERF, a trans, exclusionary, radical feminist, and all this other fuck shit. Wow. The people who are the Harry Potter actors, Daniel Radcliffe and whoever that freckle bitch is, Emma, what her fucking name is, they're like saying, oh, she's a hate. Dog, she put y'all on. Y'all should be rocking with J.K. Rowling. You motherfuckers wouldn't be shit without J.K. Rowling. Y'all some fucking disloyal hoes.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
It's insane. That's all I got, man. Just, good luck to the military. Ain't my problem no more. Y'all go draft some of these females. Draft some of these trans females, since y'all gonna start the draft up or whatever the fuck. Go ahead and draft some of them in there so you get the free surgery and shit. I ain't fighting shit. And fuck all that. And immigration, man, bro, okay? You saw they tried to ban, you were just talking about that. They're trying to ban no-fly zones, no drones. Yeah, they said fuck all that shit. Y'all need to see how bad this is. Good, fuck them. Fuck them.
That's it's just like a comedy show at this point. Like it's all humor. I mean, it's like this cannot be real. Things that are taking place cannot be genuinely happening. Like if you'd have said this to me, if you said this around Y2K, I'd called you a crazy person. But like even like maybe 2010. That we'd go this far. I mean, I could like, you just push. I could maybe like see, but I'd be like, that's a stretch. But now, the shit that just seems like parody, it seems like shit you would see on like Mad TV or just some off the wall ass. Just show like this. I guarantee if you go back in the archives, there are jokes somewhere on SNL or Mad TV or some other show. I'm pretty sure if we scan some old Chappelle's, there's some things that correlate to today. The fact that the Boondocks and the chicken sandwich thing happened, and it was something else that happened. That's how you know this is where we are. This is just where we are.
Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, this is all a joke.
Ooh, The Simpsons. Simpsons predicted Trump be president or some shit like that. They predicted a lot of shit actually.
Oh yeah. Simpsons might be one. Simpsons might be the Illuminati. That might be who the fucking real Illuminati. They know too much. Fucking Simpsons know everything.
Probably. Dog, they jumped the shark a long time ago, the Simpsons. Then when they had, like, it was during the election, they had it basically just advertising for Biden and shit, essentially. Like, bruh. Like, it's like, I'm about to hang up, but I'm leaving with this. Honestly, I believe more people should practice contrary public opinion. Whatever the majority of mass media and movie stars and athletes, whatever majority of them say, look the other way. It's the Kansas City Shuffle. They go left, you look right.
Yeah.
That's all I got, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. That's all I got, man.
I agree. It's unfortunate. I think
Yeah.
some of them learn the hard way.
They have to hit their head, bro. The people sometimes they gotta hit their head for to learn. Yeah.
Yeah, and well, I don't know. I don't know. Nicki Minaj is a thing. This is terrible. Um, this is where we are. But all right, Mr. Dan the Man, you know, as always, sir, I appreciate your calls. I thank you for calling in and enlightening the folks, those who may not know and those who may agree. You know, you always put a very interesting spin on it. So shout out to Dan the Man, and hopefully your 5 mile jog wasn't too taxing, man.
It was all right, man. I cleared my head, thought about a lot of things, you know. I do a lot of schoolwork tomorrow, maybe hit the gym. Maybe tomorrow or Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. But y'all take care, man. Shout out to Joe, Shonda, Louie, Miss Grace, of course. Heidi, what's up, G? John, hey, New York, man. Hey, they discriminate against black people, bro. Niggas gonna show you what time it is, bro. niggas about to let it off, bro. About to be a little TKO, about to let it go. Just saying.
That's funny.
I knew that was gonna be a problem. I knew it was gonna be a problem. Y'all, most black people aren't vaccinated in this country, and y'all trying to discriminate against some Texas niggas. We done. It's over. And let y'all, the black woman at that, oh, they let y'all have it, boy. Let y'all have it. They were from Texas, right?
I think it was two different ones. I know there was an incident. I don't know which ones. If the one that happened in New York, the fight, I know it was from Texas. The one that happened today, but I know there was a video where black dude got kicked out of a.
Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah,
they got kicked out of somewhere. And it's I'm not sure if he was from Texas or not, but either way.
Yeah, man.
Just
hey, man.
Show. Like I say, but that's the same thing. It's like as I would say, it's like when Cali people coming into Texas and trying to change the way. Like you know what's going on in New York. You can't go up there and change the views. You know, you got to follow when in Rome. You got to follow their protocol. When they can come down here, if they try to be, then you shut the fuck up. God damn it. But, you know.
Why do you stay in California? Since it's so lovely and progressive, stay in California. Mm-hmm. Why didn't you stay in California? Is it because of the homeless crisis, the ridiculous housing real estate market, the fucking pollution? How come you don't stay in progressive utopia? Why is that? Is it the shit needles? I mean, what is it? I don't get it. And now I'm gonna stop there. Hey, have a good night, man. Joe, thanks for saying that. You gotta be safe, man. Jesus Christ, bro.
All right, Dan the Man. I appreciate the call. I look forward to talking to you soon, sir.
All right, bro.
All right, you go. Oh man, it's a terrible world we live in, but we live here. Oh, what's this? What's going on here? I think I did the wrong thing. What am I looking for? So yeah, I mean, immigration, transgeneration. I don't know what we're doing. I have no idea what's taking place. But overseas, they're cutting all this shit short. They're like, nah, we're not gonna do all that. We're not going to participate in those shenanigans. But yeah, we're gonna encourage it over here. Yeah. Those people need rights. Those people need medicine. That's what they need. But instead of saying that, you know, it is what it is, right? Let me see. Is the bot working right? Did I mess that up? Let me see. See, I'm trying to do like Dan, not looking at chat. Chat be distraction. Yeah. So that's my whole thing, man. Lovely Miss K Grace joining us this evening. Okay, definitely. I'll check that out, Quest. The YouTube can randomly delete shit. Yeah, definitely gotta make sure you're in the live chat too, because that definitely helps. But sometimes, like I tell you, like the YT, like people will leave a comment and it'll be deleted before I can ever even get to read it. That's super wild, right? That's super wild. But, here we are. Sometimes this stuff can come off almost like it's sad, depressing, or any of these things. But you know what? Since it just is what it is, it's... Oh, let me make sure I got you blocked out. Okay. Okay, should be good. 832-694-1337. Should be the number. Let me know if it pop up. I'll see it. Yeah, no, it's just... All right, hold on. Oh, what's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Honcho, what's up, bro? It's Joe S. Joe the plumber. What's up, man?
Joe the plumber. How you doing this evening, sir?
Not too bad, man. Yeah, Dan got the fucking Dan's got the good calls, man.
Yeah, Dan always
a lot of energy, lot of energy, a lot of recall. He remembers details. Yes, good call. Tough to follow.
Yeah. Well, what you got on your mind, though, man? What are you thinking about? What's some of the multiple topics that we've discussed this evening?
Well, first off, I'm gonna try not to swear so much. I listened to my call the other day, and I swear a lot, so I'm gonna try not to do that this time.
Oh man, I swear a lot. It's just be yourself. you ain't gotta restrict yourself. It's all good.
So on the on the trans thing, we're in its relative infancy. Mm-hmm. I think what's going to happen is, especially with these younger kids that are being allowed to be transitioned by their parents and their doctors and stuff, I think more and more you're going to start to see lawsuits happening as they get older and realize, holy shit, what have they done to me, or what have they allowed me to do to myself? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I wasn't old enough to make that decision, so I think that's in the works. I think that's down the line that's going to start to happen. So we'll see how that plays out. But so I've seen more and more of these detransitioning videos. You ever seen those?
No.
And so it's basically like someone that's been trans for 5 years, 10 years, whatever, and has decided that it's not for them, and they want to transition back to whatever they started as. And there's a common theme that happens in all those videos, and it's that so let's say Bob starts off as a dude, he transitions into Sally, whatever, LGBT community is behind it, and they wave the flags and all that stuff, whatever. What happens when they decide that that's not for them and that they've made a mistake, and they decide to detransition and go back to a man, the community, as it were, is nowhere to be found. Like they have zero support from them, which is kind of telling, because if you listen to them, the ones that wave all the flags and all that stuff, to them it should be, by their own metric, it should be that, oh well, that's just a female transitioning to a male. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they're nowhere around for it. And they get accosted a bit, actually. So it's basically as if it is that even the trans community doesn't believe that you can switch genders. You know what I mean? Because going back should be nothing more than, oh, he's just switching again.
Yeah.
So they're kind of vacant. They're kind of vacant from that.
Yeah, if you can be gender fluid, that they all say, you can. You've seen videos here where they talk about, I switch 10 times before lunch. So
yeah.
What should be the issue?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, they know what time it is, but they know what time it is. They just can't say it. You know what I mean? Because if they say it out loud, it kind of pokes a hole in their, in their ideology, basically.
That's unfortunate.
But the military, obviously Dan already nailed it. The military, it's a bad idea. It's just, I don't know what good can come from it. It's that's not what a military is supposed to be about. And I know I saw the ads that he's talking about, the other countries, China and Russia and all that. They're not playing, man.
Not at all.
They don't have time for all that. Yeah, they don't all have time for all that stunning and brave stuff. And what else did Dan touch on?
It was quite a bit. The thoughts on what was it? The people going up to New York and that stuff. He spoke on some of the Haitians with the immigration deal.
Oh yeah. I mean, what is a if you don't have your sovereignty, yeah, I mean you don't have a country, man. And your sovereignty, I mean, and if you don't have your borders, if you don't have a physical landmass, you don't have your sovereignty. And if you can't protect it, I mean, what's it all for, man? There's not a one of us here listening that we can go. There's probably like one or two countries on the planet that we could probably sneak into with no real repercussions. But other than that, we can't pull that because they don't play that stuff.
Right.
We could get in for a minute and maybe do a little bit of business, and someone's going to find out, and you get shipped back, and there is no, there's no appeals process, and there's no, that's it. You just got to leave, and I don't know why. Yeah, and I get that people leave countries because they're shit situations, but at some point, man, you got to handle your stuff at home as a group,
Yeah. I mean, do you think that that any of this will ever be remedied? Like, do you think that the way things are going, because it seems like there is a lot of momentum, especially the mentality of more left-leaning people. Do you see a conservative individual being head of this country again anytime soon?
Sure. Unfortunately, what it might take is, see, the reason these people can have all these quote unquote great ideas is because they live in a place here where they have the luxury of playing around with things. We're pretty comfortable. We're very comfortable if you look at it from a relative point of view, basically in relation to how other people on the globe got it. So we can play with ideas, and I think it's easier for them. It's easier for a certain type of person to get lost in the romanticism of all that, where everything could be free and there's no cost to anything, and so I think that to get another conservative back is dependent on those types of people, the left types, figuring out that, pick one of their ideas, figuring out that when they get what they want, quote unquote, when the ramifications come because of it, they'll change their mind. You know what I mean? Essentially, when you get what you ask for and it's not what you thought it was, you kind of stop and say, well, maybe I was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I get what you're saying. That I mean, you thought this is what you initially were after, and you see the actual consequences. Like you said, what happens is a lot of people. It sounds good in theory. The whole, well, let's everybody love everybody. Let's all let everybody in, and then in your mind, hey, we're doing justice to everybody, but some people are just different, and it's just an immigration situation. So they figure, hey, let me get everything I can, and you might be the victim in this situation. They may not face those same consequences once this happens too much, or like you said,
when the bill comes due.
Correct. Yeah.
I think, and I think that's the GOP or the conservatives or whatever you want to call it. They do have a problem with, like you said, the Dems. They don't look at any area and say it's unwinnable. They behave in a way anyway that any district or whatever is winnable. But that's just they cater more to people's. They cater to people, whereas the conservative side tends to lean on the ideals and the policies and the principles, and that's what makes the GOP's best weapon against the left side is the fruition of the bad ideas that liberals have, basically. When the bill comes due, people change their mind, and they'll change on a dime because that's how people operate. But they'll only do it when it hits their doorstep. When they start to lose work in an area and when their taxes are too high. But at some point, it might be too late.
So what do you think it's going to take for people to see that we've reached that point now? Do you think
man,
prices, or do you think
people are fucking people are fucking hard headed, man. It's gonna take a lot. You know what I mean? It's the old frog in the boiling water. I don't know if you stop.
It kind of went low a little bit there.
What's that?
Okay, now you're back. It kind of cut out a little bit, but now you're good.
No, it's like the frog in the boiling water. You ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
So you put the frog in the water.
Yeah.
You raise the degree. Is the temperature 1 degree in it for 5 minutes? The frog doesn't even notice. Mm-hmm. He'll sit in there until he's dead, until he's cooked. Mm-hmm. He'll try and pop out, and that's the idea. People will deal with it in little tiny steps, and then at some point it's too late.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully we don't reach that point. I mean, it looks like it sometimes, but maybe we'll realize something before it's all said. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, because I have concerns. You got other countries, other places, like I said, moving in a certain way, in a certain direction. They see the outcomes of these behaviors. They see the outcomes of, the celebrity worship, the too much gaming, too much, effeminate behavior, or all these other things going on, and they understand. So it's like, why do you think this is oblivious to us? What is it that people feel like they're achieving by, doing these things?
Honestly, and I think it's subconscious. Some of them probably know it, and they'll never admit it. Some of them know it, and some of them probably don't even recognize it in themselves. But what I most the way to use it to look down on other people.
You kind of couldn't make in and out again.
How about now? I was smoking.
Okay, now you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people, man, use it. People are mean. People are petty, and people are angry. And a lot of these people, they have every excuse to look down on people. It's the trust the scientists, and men are women, or men can be women, or this, that, and if you disagree, because that's what you boil all that stuff down. At the end of the day, it turns into, if you disagree, you're a racist, bigot, transphobe that hates poor people. Yeah. All of it. It's they like to wield the morality card. Mm-hmm. It's religious, actually. It's and I'm not religious either, but it's a religious thing almost. There's a doctrine, there's a creed, there's a they don't have church like us, or not us, but church like other people, but I mean it's there.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's unfortunate because I don't know what their end game is, but it's not looking too good.
Yeah, one degree at a time, man.
All right, well, that's a bit. Anything else you got on your mind there, Mr. Joe?
Not too much, man. That's about it.
Okay. Well, I definitely appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts, man. Hopefully we're not the frogs that are in the pot. Maybe those other frogs get cooked. And
I think we're the frogs. Yeah, I think we're the frogs. I think they're the ones that are slowly raising the temperature.
That's unfortunate. You got to figure out a way. Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, I appreciate the call, sir. You have your good evening.
Yeah, man. You too.
All right, thank you. Yeah, we had two back-to-back great calls. Shout out to Dan, shout out to Joe. I saw the lovely Miss K. Grace calling. So hopefully she'll call us back. But yeah, a good point, man. It's just, yeah, I think that is what's going to take. I think it's going to take, but I think some of these people are so delusional because you see some of these people now. Who was it? I know Dan mentioned a couple streams ago about what's the guy's name? I always mess it up. I've watched a couple of his videos. They were pretty good actually. Paul Joseph Paul Watson, something like that. Miss Thang, what's the motherfucking deal? Lovely Miss Sarah Lou joining us this evening. Matt Perez, what's the motherfucking deal? And he was talking about these women who went to these places, basically super wokey woke. Hey, you know, everybody deserves a chance off air. One of them went to Chicago, got knocked out or knocked off in a shady place in Chicago where people from Chicago was like, I wouldn't even go there. Appreciate the love, Miss Sarah Lou. Thank you so much. Did I miss it? Oh, hold on. I got distracted. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening? Oh, did I miss it? I clicked the thingy. Come on. I know I clicked it. Don't make me call back. Let's try again. I think we're good. All right, there we go. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Hey, my honcho, how you doing, dear?
It's the lovely Miss K. Grace. How are you? I'm doing fine.
Good. I'm sitting here trying to find the number. But listen, this crap that's happening in the schools, immigration, and all that, this has been in the making for more than 20 years now. I saw it coming down the line. You know, especially those liberals that were coming in.
Yeah.
I swear, I was like a human question mark. But my daughter was telling me today at the school that she works at, she said so many of the kids are non-English speaking kids that before school started, they had to sit there, the teachers had to sit there and go through the curriculum and pull out all the standards, the lowest standards, in order to teach the group of girls, because most of them don't speak English. So the handful of girls that do speak English, well, the curriculum had to be watered down for them. I mean, watered down for the other girls, so they're not going to get their education. But this is something they've been doing for a long time. This is what we get for rewarding bad behavior. This is what we get for giving everybody a trophy. This is what we get for can't tell a kid that they can't that they can be anything that they want. Telling them that they can, even if they're freaking obese and things, you can be a supermodel. Telling somebody like me that I can be Rapunzel. You know, you can't say no. I mean, where did they think that this was going to go? It does. It's not rocket science. I mean, these are the things that are going to happen if you don't sit up there and you don't control it and keep things under control. And if you let lowlifes keep multiplying and reproducing and being ignorant, pretty soon they're going to take over. You know, and that's what's happening here. And to be honest, at one time I used to think that most people in the world were nice. I used to believe that at one time. And I was telling my son not too long ago, I don't believe that anymore. Most people in the world are cordial. But they're not nice. Because in the last few years, we've gotten to see just how not nice people are. They will do anything because they hate somebody or they're controlled to make them feel that they hate somebody. They'll cut off their nose to spite their own face. Yes. You mean, and that's how it is. And another thing that about the people voting and stuff like that there, between the liberals and the conservatives, think about it, Honcho. The liberals are very jealous of conservative people in everyday life. Think about it. Conservative people are usually better-looking people. They have the better haircuts. They work out. They have more things. They're more intelligent. You mean, so there's jealousy I've always seen with those ugly kind of people. And look at the ones that you have on here when you put those videos up. Look what they look like. And there's exceptions to every rule. Don't get me wrong. But conservative people are pretty hot. And they got it going on. And liberal people are very jealous. They'll smile in your face, but they'll stab you in the back and try to get you out the way. Because they can't be like that. They can't be you. Or they can be better, but they're too lazy to put in the work. And seriously, if you look at it, you can see someone walking down the street, and you can almost pick out who the conservatives are and who the liberals are. You can almost pick them out every time.
That is true.
You know, and they're very jealous. You mean, so they would like to get us out of the way. They would like to be called the pretty ones when they're not. They'd like to be called and act like they're so smart and so intelligent, and that's a trick of theirs. You can ask them one question, and if they don't know the answer, instead of saying they don't know the answer, they'll give you an answer to a different question, just to make themselves seem smarter than you, when they're not. You know, and they speak very matter-of-factly, like they're so intelligent and things, and they're dumb fucks. You know, that's the truth. I've seen it. I'm an OG, seen it coming down the line. You know what I mean? And I told you, I went into special education because I knew where the world was going. I was working on my bachelor's degree and master's degree simultaneously because I said, in the future, if they keep all this bull crap up, most of the kids in school are going to be special ed kids. And general ed kids are going to be the rarity, and that's the way it is. You go into inner city public schools, most of the kids are special ed, and if they don't get into the special ed class, they just stay in the regular ed class or the general ed class, but they're really special ed because they didn't have room for them in the other class. That's all to it. And most of our money in the schools, most of our resources are spent on kids that don't speak English. The American kids are getting, and you've heard me say this before, are getting very little. You know, they're very sneaky. They're very, very sneaky. You know, there's some amongst us. They're very sneaky. You know, some will admit to how they feel and what they do. The other ones will hide behind it. Beware of those. I live in Massachusetts with these damn liberals. You know what I mean? And they know how to play the game. They play the game, but they don't have me fooled because I'll call them out. Yeah, very sneaky. Very sneaky. But, yeah, it's to cancel all of us kind out. They don't want us around. They're too jealous. You know, and they'll sit there and sell out our country behind jealousy and things.
That's crazy.
You know, and it's bad. It's really bad. And really, people are just not, I've seen the evil in people, and it's sad. And I don't see this turning myself. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I don't see this turning around anytime soon. Because even if they find out, you mean if they made a wrong choice, how many of them will admit to it? They're not the kind of people that'll admit to it. They'll keep on doing it. You know what I mean? And then when you sit there and try to show them the right thing, you mean, or something that makes sense, they don't want to hear it. They'll shut you right out. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. How many of us have experienced that? You know, with people, when you try to talk some common sense to them and give them some facts and some evidence, they don't want to see it. You mean they are possessed by the devil, and the devil is so bold now that he no longer has to hide. He's right out in the open, and they still can't see him. That's how bad it is. You know, it's frightening, and I can't say it enough. I feel sorry for you young people. I feel sorry for children like my granddaughter's age. You mean, and that's why I took her over to Belize, where they have very old-fashioned ideals in life. You know, even the 5-year-old kid, you got to go to work too. If they're painting a building or a fence, you know what I mean, these little crates that we're playing around with in America, that's their furniture, and they turn those crates upside down. That 5-year-old better sit on that crate, and you better paint the bottom of the fence because you're little. You got work to do. And I think that's right on.
Yeah, because you're instilling a foundation from a very young age. Now, you know, we, in America, we got it so backwards because we worship and glorify the youth. The youth is ignorance. Youth is, you know, we don't respect the elders. We don't care. Oh, you old, shut up. We don't care. You old. And people are so disrespectful to their elders now. Like, it baffles me. Your elders are walking libraries of knowledge. And instead of tapping in with them and saying, okay, hey, well, you know, how were things? Were situations like this every once in a while? You know, how did you get out of these things? Or, just tapping in with them for the knowledge. We'd rather try to dismiss them. And we go and glorify some kid reviewing toys who's just purely emotional or some just goofy stuff. I mean, it's just it's gotten so goofy here. And I agree. I personally think it's going to be a long time for anything to change because people are so emotionally driven and they'd rather not think. And like you said, if you show them, okay, well, this is how things are really going, or this is the logical outcome, and you can show them, they'll turn on you and blame you for the situation. And like you're the cause of it. So it's super crazy.
Yes, it's bad. I mean, I never knew it was this bad. You mean I didn't see it this bad. You mean and it's getting progressively worse. And so and right now, like Nicki Minaj, we're talking about Nicki Minaj. Woo! You mean for her to say what she had to? I mean, she was practically screaming at people. Do you know what's going on here? That we can't even say anything or give an opinion without being totally attacked by a bunch of people, and they feel okay about that. I don't want to attack anybody in a group. You mean I would deal with you one-on-one. Yeah, but they feel okay. You mean, and that's the other thing. Liberals fight in groups, and if they got backup, conservatives, if they got to fight, they're going to whip your butt single-handedly. You know, those cowards, that's the way they are. They fight and they do everything in groups. You know what I mean? And I knew that some more of this evil was coming when computers came out. When people first started talking about, you got to be careful because of these people out there, hackers, and they'll put a virus on your computer. I'm like, I must be missing something. What do you mean they're putting a virus on computers? Yeah, I asked, why do they do that? So they can destroy somebody's computer, then the screen turns all black and this, that, and another. I'm like, what? So what do they get? Do they get a prize? Do they get money for doing it? And when I found out they don't get anything but satisfaction from being mean. I'm like, what in the heck? I scratched a hole in my head saying, what the hell is going on here? Who would just go out there and do something and put that time and energy in just to be mean? And what are you getting? Are you getting some satisfaction inside from it? Because if you are, you're a very sick individual.
Yeah, from what I hear, it's a power trip for some people, to know that they can control something from, sitting in their room or wherever else, and just to have that remote ability to control other people's stuff or demolish other people's stuff. And like I said, it's a wild thing to be proud of. Like, I mean, it makes more sense. I get like the ransomware people. Okay, it's the same as holding somebody hostage or these criminals. You have criminal intent behind it. You're after some money or something. I can see that. I'm not glorifying it, but I can see the point of it. But the other thing is almost like a sociopathic type thing. I just want to demolish other people I don't even know. I want to be impacted by my power for whatever reason. So
right. Yeah, and in the Discord they put the video up because some people wanted to go eat at a restaurant, and they didn't have their little passport vaccination card, and a fight broke out. And I put in there, when people start coming and getting so pissed off they start shooting up restaurants because they're mad they can't eat, only then will something change. And it's sad because it's going to have to get to that point that nobody else is going to go out to eat because they're going to be afraid to go to restaurants, and the restaurants are going to start losing business and money. But I said it's going to take something extreme, and they know this. And that's why for January 6th, look what they did to those people. I mean, they're trying to throw them under the jail and throw away the key. They didn't care about all the people, when the communities and neighborhoods were burning down and old ladies are crying because now they can't go to a Walmart to get their medicine. They have to take a bus 2 hours away or go shopping and all that foolishness. They didn't care about the commoners. People should have looked at that. But as soon as they were scared and they got scared, and they don't even care about that one girl that was shot and killed.
No, they don't care.
They don't care. They just leave them alone, scare the people, so there'll be no more uprisings like this. I'm going to tell you something. It's going to take something extreme. It's going to have to take an extreme uprising. And if people have to die and people have to be killed, so be it. It's so sad. But in history, those are the things that had to happen. This can't be done nicely, Honcho.
I don't think it will. Because when you get to the point where people, especially like with these jabs and everything, and people are saying, "Well, I hope you die if you don't do this," because and the what's the word I want? We'll just say the energy of the word of death is just getting pushed around so much. You start to become numb to it. People are going to start reacting to that, and people are going to start retaliating with that. It was something interesting I saw earlier. I'm gonna post it in the Discord. I ain't gonna talk about it on the stream, but it kind of like ties into what you were saying. Somebody I saw earlier was mentioning something about some similar events that took place and how those things were handled. But I'm gonna post some of that up in the Den Discord because I think it's a very interesting correlation to what you were talking about.
Yeah. So something drastic has to happen. People are they're gonna take it for the team. You know what I mean? Those people are January 6th and things that have been put in prison. They're like prisoners of war or something, to me. You know what I mean? Because there was no need for them to do all that they did and for them to keep coming up with these committees and trying to crucify them and crucify them and crucify them and crucify them. You know what I mean? They just don't know how to stop. So something drastic really has to happen. And in my lifetime, who knows, maybe I'll see it. If not, y'all handle it for me.
Definitely will.
Because I believe in vigilantes and all. Yes, I do. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm one of. Come on now, Honcho. Miss Grace isn't always nice. You know how I believed in things. I'll be nice on one side, but the other side, yes, I liked all that mafia stuff. I like getting back at. Yeah, I like all. Yeah, I like it. You know, it's necessary. Sometimes you have to stop motherfuckers in their tracks. You have to stop them. You know what I mean? If they don't give you respect, you reach out and you take it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And where they act up at is where you cut them down at. You know, it's simple as that. Everyone's trying to be a little bit too nice and from a distance, for trying to shoot from a distance. No, get up close and personal. You know what I mean? It has to be drastic. People have to be brave. I'm sorry. Yeah. They have to be brave. Look at Sarah. Fuck all this. Oh, my God. I love you all. Yep, but I'm going to get off of here. My family's doing well.
Good.
And, and I'll go to the gym tomorrow. I had posted in the fitness that my little COVID test where it came up negative because last Saturday I said, I need to get to the gym. You know what I mean? So I took my little home test, my COVID test, came up negative, and I went strutting out of here to the gym.
Good deal. Yes, I ain't gonna lie, slacked off a little bit this week. I need to get back on it, so I have no excuses. But,
yeah. Well, we're conscientious of it. We scrutinize ourselves, and that's the other thing. Liberals don't want to scrutinize themselves. Not really. They want to talk about pronouns and things. You know what I mean? I'm always looking. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm checking and see what's falling, what's this and that. You've got to work out a little bit more over here. Oh, drink. Oh, okay. The skin. Oh, okay. Where's my special creams? Okay. Where's my water? You know, it's work. You got to keep up with it. All the natural things. You have to keep up with it. You got to scrutinize. Yeah. You got to scrutinize. When you look and you see something falling out of place, you try to straighten it out as best you can. As you get older, it's not going to go back to where it used to be. You know what I mean? But you sit there and take care of things as best you can. You just don't sit around lazy and let yourself fall apart. Exactly. You just don't do it. One body, no deposit, no return. You ain't getting another one. Well, somebody's buying them, but shit. But I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to listen.
All right, well, Miss Grace, as always, it's wonderful to hear from you, and I appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts with us this evening.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you as well. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Shout out to Miss Grace. Exactly. Always dropping gems. And that's why I tell you, I mean, you gotta tap in people who had the experience, who have the knowledge. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Hey, it's Bretto. What's up, Honcho? I haven't called up in a long time. I'm not one fool.
No way.
Dude, I had to call up.
Bretto,
yeah.
you don't understand, Bretto. You don't understand. We've been looking for you.
You've been looking.
The den has been looking for Bretto. You had an old comment you left on a video a while back. I left a comment there. I think I went to your page. I don't know if I left it. Now, we've been looking for you, Bretto.
I try to call you guys. Yeah, I try to call you, but I work crazy hours, and when I call, I don't have any. You're never on. But I got now that I'm on a leave right now because my fucking dog just died, so I've been really depressed, and I'm like, fuck my work, I'm not going to work. And then I saw you on, I'm like, I'm going to call up. I'm going to call up. Jesus, and I don't know where to start, Honcho. Where the fuck should I start? Yeah. I mean, where have I been? I don't know, locked in my fucking house? Yeah. I don't know, I guess the government's trying to inject me with whatever shit they're trying to inject me with. And it's mandatory. They can't say forced because they don't want to fuck with you, but it is. It's fucking forced. Yeah. And you're lucky you live in Texas, Honcho.
Oh, yes.
I'm actually thinking about moving there because California is coming to the point to where, I'm probably going to lose my job. Because if you work with a company with 100 or more workers, you have to get vaccinated. And I'm not going to do it. I'm like, fuck that, dude. Dude, it's not worth it, though. And I'm not trying to tell people not to do it, but why can't they just it would make more sense to force weekly tests on people, because you can still get it and it spread to other people. So why the fuck do you need to be vaccinated?
That's the crazy thing to me. That's why I say I have no interest whatsoever in participating in that farce.
And you know what's crazy is people were calling me crazy. They're like, the government is not going to force us to take it. No, they're not. And I was like, yep, they are. Because fuck the government. Fuck them in the ass. I can't believe this is going on. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about what happened in New York City today, Honcho?
Yeah, I heard there was a little bit of a scuffle that took
place. The bitch had it coming. That's what you get. Don't be fucking denying me. I'm sorry. I think that's just fucking funny. Maybe I'm a horrible person. But it's like, you want to enforce these policies, there's going to be a reaction to everything you do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I worked at a restaurant, I would want to get higher tips, so I would just keep my mouth shut and be like, how are you doing, sir? Would you like to look at our drink menu? Yeah. You know what I mean? But honestly, dude, it's really getting scary, bro. It's really getting scary. Show me your papers. Yeah. Is this fucking Nazi Germany? And pretty soon it's going to come to you, fucking Honcho. Oh. It's going to come to you. Oh. I don't, bro. And the funny thing about it is they say they're safe. But how do you know it's safe? What are the long-term effects? Nobody fucking knows. What are the long-term effects? They don't fucking know. In 5 years, it might make everybody fucking dead. It might make everybody crippled. It might make everybody blind. It might make you impotent in 5 years. You don't know. That's what some people are saying. Maybe it makes girls where they're not fertile, and you know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, it's just, and the thing is, Honcho, and I want everybody to know this. I want everybody to know this. I'm not even anti-vaccination. I've been vaccinated for all kinds of shit. But I'm weary about prescription drugs because you know there's long-term effects with it. I'm very weary about taking prescription drugs. All right? I've had some serious fucking side effects from prescription drugs to her. I don't want to be fucking with that. Yeah. Like, yes, very serious. I got gynecomastia. You know what that is?
I have no idea what that is.
It's when you grow boobs. I grew boobs because I took a drug called Risperdal like a long time ago. I had to have surgery. But still, I grew fucking tits. That's a reason not to trust your doctor when they say, hey, you need to take this medication. It might be safe for you. Fuck you, motherfucker. What's it going to do to my balls? I'm kind of curious about that. And it's just the whole thing, Honcho. The whole thing is just really, really weird. Like, all right, I've been vaccinated for polio and all kinds of measles, all kinds of diseases. If I saw somebody walking down the street with measles, I wouldn't be like, oh, my God, get him away from me. Get him away. Get him away, please. What are you doing? It's like, you're vaccinated, you fucking idiot. What are you worried about? It's a shitty fucking vaccine, you stupid fuck. Honestly, it's like if there's no common sense here. And, Honcho, you're about as old as me. So we've been through a lot of pandemics. What pandemic have they ever said the only way we're going to get rid of it is everyone's vaccinated? None. It all eventually goes away. It's all about control. It is, dude. It really is. It's about control. And it pisses me off because I hate how everybody just falls in line. Yeah. You know, like, we have to do it. No, we have to do it because the government says we have to. No, you fucking don't. The fuck do you mean you have to do it? Shut the fuck up. And now it's coming to the point where, especially here in California and New York, you can't go to restaurants, you can't go to grocery stores, you can't go to the gym, you can't be a part of society. Just like how they treated the Jews during Nazi Germany before they put them in camps. Eventually, I guarantee it, within 5 years, it'll come to the point where, you know what, guys? We can't control this COVID pandemic because of the unvaccinated. We need to separate them from society. We need to put them in camps away from us until the pandemic is over. I guarantee you that shit's going to happen. It's getting really fucking. In Australia,
a lot of people like talking like that. I've seen crazy people in America suggesting like that's a good idea. You know?
Yes.
That's wild.
And that's scary, bro. Because like honestly, dude, with the withdrawal from Afghanistan and all, America is showing its true colors. They're becoming a pussy country. You know that, right?
Yes.
Like, you see how the Taliban hasn't just risen after 20 years of us being there? Like, no, fuck you, we're back. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I got a question for you, Mr. Brito.
What's up?
Dan, the motherfucking man, says, are you familiar with Agenda 2030?
Is that where they put you in a camp or something? I'm sort of familiar, not really. No.
Okay. I think Agenda 2030 is the you'll own nothing and be happy deal that they're trying to push. Basically, where you just it's a big socialist idea. I don't know all the full details of it, but I'm very, very curious.
What's it? I'll look it up again when you. But what's it called? SB what? 30?
Agenda 2030.
There's all kinds of crazy shit going on right now. There was another one called the Lockstep something or other that predicted. I can't remember. It predicted this whole pandemic. Like they were saying, okay, first we're gonna have to. You know, part of me, I'm really split on this pandemic. Part of me thinks it's a psyop, that it's not real, and another part of me thinks it's real, but it's probably man-made. It has to be either way, dude. And I don't even know who created it. Honest to God, I can't be like, oh, it was probably U.S. It could have been China. Nobody fucking knows. I don't know. I don't know. But it just doesn't make sense, bro. And it is. It's all about fucking control. And it's just really weird. Really fucking weird. And I was hoping that everything would go away once everybody's vaccinated. So I went to Hawaii last week, right?
Yeah.
Dude, like 70% of Honolulu is fully vaccinated and they're still having a lockdown. It's not going to end. Yeah. This has nothing to do with fucking vaccines. This is about fucking control. And let me tell you, Honcho, all we really have, Honcho, believe it or not, you might have a millionaire, you might be a trillionaire, but all you truly have is your freedom. And once that is gone, you have nothing. You are a slave. On literally, that you have nothing. Once they take that away from you, you have nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
And I can't think of anything that's if you don't have a freedom to say I don't want this drug in my body, you don't have freedom.
Exactly.
You don't have fucking freedom. I don't give a fuck what you say. If you want to take it, that's fine. You're free to do what you want. Just like I'm free to go out and smoke a bunch of cigarettes. You know, that's my right. I can do it. Don't judge me. I won't judge you if you do it. Don't judge me if I smoke. It's the same kind of shit, you know?
Yeah.
Have you heard them saying, like, dude, and now it's just like, they're trying to start, like, a war between the vaccinated and unvaccinated.
Yeah,
just turn on the news. Every day, every fucking day, they're going to have, like, a picture of some dude and his dad or a woman, and they'll be like, a man tried to go to 43 hospitals and he was denied because they were full of unvaccinated COVID patients. I read that story. I'm like, bullshit. Look it up. 43 hospitals. Mm-hmm. He went to 43 fucking hospitals. I went to a hospital like 2 days ago and I was in an hour. Yeah. And wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Got my work note. Okay, thank you. Gave me some Xanax for my stress. And they're already all gone because I was so depressed about my fucking dog.
That's sad. Man.
But anyhow.
How long did you have your dog?
Now I got to worry about this shit. Now it's like, I'm not going to do it though. Like one of the reasons, another reason I don't want to take it though, you know, I bet you know where I'm coming from, is like the government's like trying to punk you. Yeah. Doesn't it feel like that? Like they're trying to like, no, you're going to take it. Yeah. Like Joe Biden's like, hey, my patients are getting thin. You know, you better do it. That's like when you're in school, right? Mm-hmm. And you're going up against the biggest bully in school. You know this fool's going to beat your ass. You know it. But at the same time, you're like, fuck it. I'm going to get a couple swings in this motherfucker. Fuck you, bro. I'm not getting punked today. That's how I feel. It's like, I know you're going to beat my ass, but I might be able to take you down. You know, I might be able to get a couple swings up in there. Yeah. Come on. That's how I feel. Okay, now I'm ranting. I'll let you ask some questions. Get out of this vodka.
I don't think you understand, Mr. Brito. Like, this is a moment, because I'm going to be honest. I was like, man, we hadn't heard from Brito in a while. I hope he's all right. I hope he didn't go finagle a bunch of old Hispanic ladies and, catch the cough. You know, I was really concerned. Like we were talking about it. I'm like, hey, what's up, brother? Like, because since I've switched phone system, I don't have any of the old numbers, and so I'm like, man, I wish I had it. I'm like, I have no idea. Like, and as we've been, you know, working on a campaign to getting the den back great again, this is an epic night. This is a very epic night. Like lots of, if you see in the chat, people are very happy, people are surprised. Like, it blew my mind because I saw the number, I saw you call, and I know I was on the line, and I seen it. And when you said it first, I'm like, this has to be some sort of prank. And then, in only Bretto style, the government. And so, man, this is great.
It's good to be back. I tried to call a couple times, but like right when I called, it was over, and I was like, God damn it.
Okay, yeah, because I kind of keep it to like about a 2-hour limit, so I call myself getting sleep.
So you stop at about 9. What you don't do it on the weekends though?
Saturdays I don't. It's Sunday through Friday, and Saturdays I take a day off, and then.
Okay, I might be able to call on Mondays, but man. Well, I'm probably going to lose my job either way pretty soon because I'm not going to take it.
Man, but how do people that you work with, are they falling in line, or do you think that some of them are kind of in the same mentality?
That's what I was going to tell you, and I completely forgot, Honcho. I know I feel so betrayed when they do it. Like, I don't know why, but like my coworkers get it. I feel betrayed because everyone that's waited till this long has been like, no, I'm not taking it. I don't trust it. Mm-hmm. But they're giving them incentives to do it. Like, I don't know anybody that took it because, like, well, I just want to be safe. Everyone I know that took it's like, well, I'm going to get that $100 extra gas card. I'm going to get $100 on my paycheck. I don't have to wear a mask anymore at work, and it's hella hot out. Yeah. Like, I'm like, didn't you get it because you're afraid to get COVID? No, I'm tired of wearing a mask. It's hot in here. And, like, they're giving out raffles at my work. Like, you can win, like, fucking Vegas Raider tickets, a trip to fucking Vegas, like. So people are like, I want to get that trip to Vegas. I want to see what I mean, dude. It's like nobody's doing it because they want to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
And it's a funny thing. I mean, I think it's funny, even though it's horrible. I guess because I'm a fucking horrible piece of shit. People got vaccinated just so that they don't have to wear masks, right?
Yeah.
Well, starting last Sunday in California, they passed a law. You have to wear a mask indoor regardless if you're vaccinated. So I know a chick that just got vaccinated because it's so fucking hot at work, bro, here in California. So she's like, I'm just going to get vaccinated. I cannot stand wearing this fucking mask all day. And then she's going to come back to work knowing, nope, you still got to wear it. You got vaccinated for nothing. I don't know why, but I think that shit's fucking hilarious, dude. And everybody's so mad about that. All the vaccinated people. But if you honestly, like, hear me out. I know there's some vaccinated people that are probably like, fuck you, Bretto. But here's the thing. If this disease, like, really is a threat, you shouldn't be able to walk around with your mask off because you can still spread it to others. Mm-hmm. Like, to be real. And I honestly, I think it's stupid. Like, I think that should be a choice. Mm-hmm. I was going to vote for, the last time I was going to call you was, you were talking about that guy, Ron DeSantis.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I was going to vote for that. Well, I felt the same way, too, because he had all that, like, funny T-shirts and shit. Mm-hmm. But then he started preaching about how everyone needs to get vaccinated and all this shit, and I was like, whoa there, Nelly, calm down. I was getting a little, yeah.
Man, it's super wild because, you know, out here, that's not a thing. Like, people have signs up in the restaurant, you got to put your mask on, and like, just walk in, nobody cares. Like I said, I don't know if it's a Texas thing or what. It's just like, it's recommended or suggested, you know, hey, wearing your mask would be pretty cool if you did, but if you don't, I guess that's all right too. Shout out to Sarah Lou and Strong Grant, appreciate the super chat, love. Yeah, like so that's the thing, like that whole mask deal, that's a very infuriating thing. Like it was yes. Schools out here, like a lot of schools like, nah, fuck that. We'll let the kids fucking make their own decision. Like if they want to wear it,
imagine what that's gonna do to kids, Honcho. Like we didn't grow up in a weirdo fucking world like this. Like imagine what is this gonna do? Are we creating a bunch of hermits or something? Like seriously, like
I mean,
it's scary. Thank God I don't have any kids that are gonna grow up like this.
Yeah, I mean, kids already don't play with each other. They kind of spend most of their time on electronics or the internet. Now, like when they are around each other in some states, they're wearing masks.
They don't know how to talk to each other.
And so it's just, it's gonna be some real weird. They're only gonna rely on the government or whatever comes out of the box. Like whatever the box. Well, the box said that I need to do this, so I'm gonna go get my 700th booster because it's about that time.
That's another thing, Honcho. I got to tell you about that. That's another reason I don't want to get vaccinated. And they're dumb for doing this. Like you're already talking about boosters when people just got fully vaccinated and I haven't even got one shot yet? Yeah. Fuck that. It's going to come to the point, Honcho, I guarantee it, in the near future, it's going to come to the point where it's like every month or every 3 months you got to get a shot for the rest of your fucking life. Yeah. I really, honest to God, believe that. I really do. And I think, right, like if you miss a shot, like let's say, oh, you didn't get your 8th vaccine this year, you got to take away all your rights. You can't go, you lose all your passport, privileges. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. And I'm scared of what this is going to do to people. I really am. I really am scared. And it's like a cult. It's like a fucking cult, bro. It's a religion almost. I swear to God, it's like a religion. You can't convince them otherwise. Absolutely. And you're like, what? But you're vaccinated. What are you worried about? Well, you could still get me sick. So you want to take away all my rights? You want me to be treated like a second-class citizen? Like, dude, I hate to say this, but once you take away my rights, I got nothing. And if I got nothing, I got nothing to fucking lose. And they need to realize that. Once we lose our rights, we have nothing to lose. Right. And history, those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. And I don't just mean us. Like, if we just fall around, we're going to be just like the Jews during the concentration camp shit. Yeah. But if we all stick together, history will repeat itself. And 1776 will come back. That's another thing that will happen. Because these fuckers don't understand the power of the people. They really fucking don't. And I really feel like they crossed the line this time. I really fucking do. And I don't want to sound crazy or nothing, but I've had enough. I've fucking had enough. And once I lose everything, I got nothing to fucking lose. I'm sorry, I need a drink right now. I'll let you talk.
That's all good, man. It's definitely in that situation. But I'm wondering, is there enough people of that mentality to really want to do something, to really, want to make a change? Do you think, I've seen this proposed by some people, especially left-leaning people. I'm actually not against it. Do you think that certain states we should have 2 Americas? Like, we should just split it up, America A, America B. Or like, what's her name, the goofy ass Sarah Silverman said, America 1, American 2. And America 1 could be like all the conservatives, and lean people who are like free thinkers. I guess the libertarians would probably be on the side with the conservatives. And then you got like America 2 with all the jab people and the super liberal.
Do what they told, the sheep that want to fall in line. They think vaccines are the coolest thing in the world. Oh, I can't wait to get my next shot. It's the coolest thing in the world, isn't it? Yeah, hey, Honcho, do you know what it is, though, dude? I swear to God, this is all CIA shit, bro, because just look at the mentality. It's all peer pressure. It really is. All your friends are doing it, all these rappers and celebrities that you idolize, they say, come on, do it. It's like doing coke or heroin. And it really is. It's peer pressure. And they're trying to make it hella cool. Like, come on. Look, John just did it. He's normal. Look at him. But everyone, when they first start doing drugs, they're normal. It's years down the road that you look like a tweaker or a fucking heroin junkie. You know what I mean? Seriously.
Yeah. That's what I said.
It's the same fucking shit, bro.
Yeah, because when was it like, how long were the trials supposed to last? Like 2023 or something like that? Because before they got that approval, it was still like in trial for a long time, even though there's no liability for them if, something happened. I'll wait till after all the trial runs are over. We'll see how everybody's looking.
Yeah, and then you can sue if anything happens. Yeah. But you know what sucks, Honcho? That's totally wrong. That is the most. That's another reason I don't want to take it, right? Because check this out, dude. Fucking. Okay, let's say you or a loved one, your dad, your mom, whatever, your brother, takes the vaccine, right? Mm-hmm. And they get sick or they die from it, or you die from it. You can't sue the vaccine maker. You can't sue your work if they force you to take it. And you can't sue the government for forcing you to take it. They all have immunity. Mm-hmm. That's another reason. It's like the government's giving these companies trillions and trillions of dollars and shit. And they're giving, that's like giving a casino a bunch of money just to spend. Go ahead, do whatever you want. Go ahead. It's totally ridiculous. And you can't sue. Why the fuck can't you sue? That's another reason. So I'm taking all the risks from taking this fucking drug. Are you fucking kidding me? Where's the common sense here? Where's the common sense? And I was telling this to my parents, and they're both fully vaccinated. And they're like, well, I mean, you know, if you're sick, you shouldn't be able to go to a gym or a bar. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking authoritarianism. Like, no, it's not. I have the right to live. Oh, my God. That's the argument now. You have the freedom to live. We all have the freedom to fucking live. But you're vaccinated. You're fucking vaccinated. It doesn't make sense, bro. It's like, what does this drug do to people? Does it just get rid of their fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Do they not have any common sense? This is really fucking bizarre. This is the only savior is the vaccine. There's no other way around this. Even though all of the pandemics, I've never taken a vaccine for anything. The Spanish flu, people survived without taking any vaccines. But now all of a sudden they're like, nope, you need a vaccine. This is really, and don't think it won't happen to your state, Honcho. It will come. Because Biden already made it federally mandated.
Yeah, I mean,
where eventually you work in a warehouse or a factory, something like that, you're going to have to take it. And that's really fucked up because there's already worker shortages. They have to raise fucking minimum. I don't know how it is in Texas, Honcho. Minimum wage down here is like $18 an hour because nobody wants to work. People at McDonald's are making $18 an hour, bro, and they still can't find workers.
Yeah, they're trying. They've. I've seen some people. They post some shit, you know, for higher wages. It's like $12, maybe $14 at the fast food places, but people still aren't working there. A lot of times the lobby isn't open. You got to go through the drive-through. Fucking line in the drive-through. They fucking fuck your order up. You gotta go back around to the drive-through.
It's like you tell them 10 times and they still fuck it up. Is this what you want? Yeah, okay. Look in the screen. Is that correct? And then they still fuck up your order.
Where are the robots? When are they gonna get the damn food robots? That's what I'm waiting on.
We need food robots. We need food robots. But man, I don't mean to get in a rant, but I mean this shit to me, bro. And I'm going to tell you guys this right now. This is proof the New World Order exists. And you say, how is that proof, Bretto? Well, do you want to know why? Every fucking government in the world is acting as one, as they're all handling the pandemic exactly the same, as if it's a one world government run by a small group of people. This is the New World Order. Let me tell you something. I don't want to fucking live in it. If I got to wear a mask the rest of my fucking life, I don't want to live in a world like this. This world fucking sucks. Last year it was kind of cool because it was like the end of the world. You know, the grocery stores were all empty. You know, everybody's buying a bunch of guns and shit. We're like, yeah, where's the zombies? You know, but now it's like, nope, vaccines. Vaccines. Ooh. It's scary, bro. Yeah. This year sucks, bro. This is probably the worst year ever, bro.
You know it's crazy because everybody thought everybody thought it was like 2020. Oh, it's terrible. 2021's finally here. It's gonna be so much better. It got way worse. It got way worse.
Way fucking worse. Way worse.
Oh man.
Man. Here, let me take one shot and then I'll get back home. Hold on, ask me some more questions, Honcho.
Oh man. So how was Hawaii, man? How was that whole thing? Other than the
Oh, it was beautiful. I went to Honolulu. Parts of it are ghetto as fuck, you know, because it's a big city. But it's cheap. You can get, it's really nice, man. I love fucking Hawaii. But too bad you couldn't go, because luckily the day I left, I went there for the third. I took my chick there because we had our little, you know, kind of, we've been together for 2 years. We had our little anniversary, you know. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, I brought that old Mexican lady. She sucked me off.
There she is.
But anyway, check this out, bro. So we went up there, and it was beautiful. But I went through the 3rd through the 12th. But everything shut down on the 13th. Thank God I left the 12th. Everything, you got to be vaccinated to even go there now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but Hawaii's beautiful, man. It's fucking beautiful, dude. I got beached out. I got so much beach in me. Yeah. But, you know, things are definitely getting crazy, man. Yeah. And what's up with that? Did you see that Met Gala or Met Gala?
Man, yeah.
What the fuck is that shit?
Fucking famous people prom.
That is the creepiest shit I've ever seen. Kim Kardashian goes up in there looking like Darth Vader and shit. And fucking, what the fuck is this? It's the future they want, the New World Order? Well, I don't want to be in this fucking New World Order, let me tell you. Just shoot me and roll me over in a grave. I do not want to be in this fucking New World Order. Fuck that, bro. Things are just getting crazy, bro. They really are.
Yeah.
I just wanted to call, say what's up, Honcho. I better let somebody else on the line, man. It's good talking to you.
Well, Mr. Bretto,
have a good one.
It's good to hear from you, man. And don't be a stranger.
Too. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. I think that's the note we got to end it on, man. I think the den might be back. I mean, I didn't know if we'd ever hear from Bretto again. I'm glad. I'm super glad. Like that. Today's been a great day. Today's been a great, just a great day. I mean, fuck with y'all. I appreciate every one of y'all. It's been some of y'all maybe a little more than others, but it's been a great day. I think that's been nice and on the cake. Yeah, we gotta get prepaid. We can get a hold of prepaid. I didn't know how to get a hold of Bretto. Like, so Bretto calling in was icing on the cake. We do need a prepaid. It's been a while since we've had a prepaid call. Man, it was great, huh? I'm thinking. I don't know if it's going to start at Sunday or Monday. I'm going to test out. Then maybe a little bit earlier. I may go an hour early to test it out, see how it plays out. But man, just think about it. Maria came back. E. Darko came back. Brettos came back. All you OGs have been here. But just some den stars who had disappeared for a while, right? People who have had memorable moments in the den. We had the breakup with Maria. V. Darko had some very interesting confession calls. Oh, look, Maria's there. Maria's here hustling. The real Maria G. V had some great confession calls. Man, it's one that I will never forget. I'll just leave that there. Bretto warned us about the government before all this stuff happened. Bretto warned us about all of this before it all happened, and we did not listen. Right? We did not listen. But like I say, it's just all of y'all, I'm telling y'all, just these calls, these moments, these things. Some of y'all have been in this mix for years, man. Free Robert Kelly. So we're going to keep R. Kelly locked up. We're going to free Robert. Robert is the behaved R. Kelly. But man, I sincerely do appreciate y'all. That's what I'm gonna test it out this week. Maybe you may or may not have a confession. Interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna see. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday we bring back the confession. I gotta think if I got something I can confess. Maybe we bring back the. It's been so long since we've done the confessions. We'll have to see. Just I appreciate y'all, man. I do. And just onwards of the birthday goal. Shout out to all of you who have supported that. Super salute. Why did I stop doing confessions? Because it got to a point where nobody was confessing. Like, I might say something, nobody call in, or AB might call in, share a little something, and then we just end up on some like random other alternative topic. So, if Texas is, Houston is the new Haiti, I'll invite some of my new Haitian neighbors. So if I say, bring them all in, we'll talk about their adventures. We'll have a Haiti den. I'll never get over. Why y'all playing fun? This bitch losing. That shit's so fucking funny to me, bro. I do appreciate y'all. I really do. Y'all are all great people. Each and every one of you. But it is about that time. I'm proud to say that I host a show that you guys enjoy, participate in, have been here for this long. Prior to ever streaming, it's not something I would have ever imagined. So I thank every one of y'all who makes this what it is. Seriously, I appreciate y'all. But there's so much more to go. That being said, I'm gonna catch me some Z's. I feel like I've been mowing this yard every like 3 days, but Heidi's terrible. Shout out to 335. No shout outs for Heidi. But y'all be cool like y'all be cool. God damn, can I have a day off, Maria? I can't have one day to just recuperate, just to wind down, to think, so I can, let me take this out. So I can figure out, okay, hey, what are we gonna do this week? Let me just woosah, right? That's why I don't do Saturdays. So I take Saturday off. If I got things I need to tighten up around the house, if I got things, what Miss Thing? I can't, well, shit. Who gonna stop? We gotta tighten up around the house. If I actually want to go to bed early like an old man, for whatever various reasons, Saturday's good. Sunday, it's kind of a break between the Sunday now, especially since football season started. Then I stream on the other channel before the game, after the game. Then I come into the den. So it allows me to take a little bit of break before I do all that and get the week rolling. But again, like I said, I thank each and every one of you for being a part of this community. I appreciate each and every one of you for everything that you do. With that being said, now time for Hunter to go to bed. And I'm gonna trip over Scotty along the way because he always in the fucking doorway for some reason. And he gonna want me to take him outside in the middle of the night just so he can fucking piss on a fucking leaf or some shit. They want to come back in. Don't even be a real piss. Just be like, gotta let everybody know this is my property, and then come right back. But with that being said, I'm going for real. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Good night. Take care of yourselves. I said it was something. What I said I was gonna post in the I don't remember what I said I was gonna post in the Discord. I may post it in the morning, so I'm gonna have to kind of look for the link. But yeah, y'all ain't got to go home. Oh, before I say it again, it's my honor, my privilege, and more than anything, my pleasure. I have to let y'all know that every night. If I forget, it's not a good night. But y'all ain't got to go home. I implore y'all to join the Discord where you can chop it up with the Den folk all the time. I'm gonna try to get we're gonna get us a day Discord chop up tomorrow at some point in time. I know we ain't done that in a while. But I gotta get the fuck out the den. I'm gone.